Hello everyone and welcome to my TBR for May. May. I think we are in May or for May. So before we start, I have one rule change. So basically, I do know that I have like a few of the same pieces in here. And the thing is that it should be, let's call it, impossible to get the piece twice. So if I pick out two of the same pieces, I need to pick one more. So I have two different I have one called random and one called recommendation, and those are not the same, but if I get like two random or two recommendations, then I will pick an extra piece. So I will pick out 6. I have some new ones up in here that are really mean, but I read like a lot of books, so it shouldn't be a problem, hopefully. So let's just start. I will pick 6. I usually pick 6 just because it's just a great number where I am able to pick out a few of them, but also read a little bit of what I want to kind of read myself. Not that I have been able to do that a lot, but yeah, let's just pick out 6. So okay, so this is one of the, not like mean, but a little meaner. Okay, this one wasn't that mean. Read 2 of the poetry books in 2021. So for anyone who knows or have seen my video thing I did in December, I have one called 21 poetry books I want to read in 2021. So I will pick out 2 from there. Just, I need to get some reading of some of those. So I will pick out 2. So that should be interesting to see how I like those. So that was the first one. Let's pick out another one. Okay, so this one is the Rainbow, an LGBTQIA+ book. So yeah, something that are not a straight romance. So this should be interesting to see what I want to read in May. I don't know yet, but I guess we will find out when I get back, when I have actually decided what to read. So number 3. Okay. So this is a best friend's sibling. Okay, so someone who gets together with the sibling's best friend. Okay, so that I have a few ones that I can think of, so I guess we will see about that. So number 4. Okay, so this is another Agatha Christie book. So I don't know what the 3rd book that Agatha Christie wrote, but I guess we will find out. I thought of another rule, didn't I? Yeah, there is another rule. So, what I also thought of, I have 4 different colors, and I think that I said if I get like, I think I said 4 of the same color, maybe 3. Let's do that. If I have the same color 3 times in one round, then I need to pick another book, like an extra piece. Just because I have 4 different colors, so it should, you know, if I get 2 green, 2 blues, 2 yellow, then we are at 6. So, you know, technically, we should be able to not get like 3 of one color. Or did I say 4? I think I said 4. Let's take 3 just to be a little mean. So basically, right now we have 2 green and 2 blue. Now we got a red one. So this is a recommendation. So that is from this big thing. So let's just get our hand down here and pick one. This one. So this one is from A Frolic Through Fiction, and that is All Boys Aren't Blue. Oh, that actually fits really good. All Boys Aren't Blue. Is that a non-fiction? I think it might be. But that is, yeah. So I think this is the one that I really wanted to read, like, one time. Okay, so that was number 5, so possibly the last one. Okay. Or not. This one is also a recommendation. That means not our final one. We need to pick one from here again. Okay, this one. So this one is from Shelby Taggart Reads, and that is I'm Yours. No idea what that book is about, but... So now the stakes are getting higher because we might get a green or a blue, and then we need to take yet another one. And we can get some really mean ones. I mean, I do have some meaner ones that read 2 of the poetry books. We need to pick another one. And another one. I got another Agatha Christie book. So, we will be reading 2 Agatha Christie books. So, that means we need to pick out 2 more. So, that means that blue is kind of safe. I'm not going to put on more since I have reached 3, but we need to pick out 2 more. And let's see how that goes. Seems like May will be a really big reading month. Yellow. Okay, so a fantasy. That's easy enough. So, the hopefully last one. Or not. I should have never said these rules. We got a green. And it says, read 2 of your top 21 books to read in 2021. So, luckily we didn't get to read more poetry books, but we need to read 2 of my top 21 books to read in 2021. So, this is not going well. And if we pick another yellow, I need to take on another one there. Red are safe though. So hopefully we don't get the devil, because then I'm screwed. Okay, we need to pick another one. Most recent purchase. Okay, so I have to see. I might buy some more books like before May, so yeah. But that was a yellow, which means we need to pick another one. So I just lost one somewhere. Okay, green is safe, but yeah. Luckily, this one was not the most awful one we could have gotten. It's read 2 of the 21 graphic novels to read in 2021. So, yeah, we got that month. So, a very rude month. So, luckily, we have 2 poetry books and 2 graphic novels, which are not too long. So, I will be back when I have gotten a grasp on what I want to read. So I am back with what I have chosen. So May didn't go that well. We ended up with a lot of books, but I tried to read a lot of books because it's not like I have a lot of things to do, so, I tried to do a lot of reading and I have been able to do that. So let's just start. And I always have a list, and this list just keeps on getting longer and longer because I find new things that I want to try out. So basically, let's just walk through these, and we are going to talk about where this one fits. So for my Goodreads winner, I can rather choose one that I think that I would like to read that are on Goodreads, or I will pick from the bowl that I have. However, my fantasy prompt fits really well for this because this must have been last year? This year maybe. Yeah, 2020. The winner was House of Earth and Blood. I think I might regret this later, but I have read it before and I loved it and I want to reread it. So it's kind of huge, but I would really love to try and read this again. And yeah, I have just been eyeing this one on my shelf for a while. So I'm going to try that one out again. And then we have Rory Gilmore. And as you all know, I have a list of the Rory Gilmore books. So the last 2 months we have tried this. We have not been lucky. We have gotten like one of the two biggest books on there. And I hope this month we might just get something short, but I don't think we will. So the ones on this list are only books that I haven't read, because I have read a few books on there. So let's spin the wheel and see. Nervous System. No idea what that book is about or anything, to be completely honest. So I will put a picture on the screen and then also put how many pages this book is at the bottom, so you all know. So let's move on. The Elise cover book I will be reading this month is Earth's End, and I don't know like much about what this particular book is about because it's the third one, and I read the kind of not short stories, but you know, kind of short stories in this series that is set like you have to read it between book 2 and book 3. So basically, you kind of get an overlap, and yeah, I just really want to continue on. I have really been loving this series so far, and I can't wait to continue on. The next is for my All Around the World, and this one fits well for my Agatha Christie book because one of the ones that I need to read is The Man in the Brown Suit. And from what I can, having searched, this is set in, I don't know if it's set in or like outside of Sea of South Africa. So yeah, that is the book I will be reading for that. And then we have published within a year. I have decided to go with A Marriage Pass by Brianna Cole. I don't know much about this book. I think it is about two people who are married who kind of get this, I don't know if it's a month or a year or something, kind of where they can do whatever they want to. If they want to like be together with someone else, that is okay, and it's kind of, I don't know, consequences or something about that. And it's a pretty short book. I think it's less than 300 pages, and I just think that I need some short books in this month as well. Then we have my backlist book. Fits very well for Agatha Christie. That one too. We got 2 Agatha Christie books, and that is Murder on the Links. And I don't know much about Agatha Christie books because when it is like mystery thrillers, I like to go into them blank because I don't want to have any opinions on kind of anything. Then we have Big Book, and I have decided to go with Dear Aaron by Mariana Zapata. I'm trying to get through a lot of Mariana Zapata books this year, and you know, this one is one of the books that are on the way to me. So yeah. And then we have a romance book. I have decided to go with Much Ado About You by Samantha Young. And this book is about, I think it's a girl who goes to live somewhere, and it's kind of in that deal, it's a kind of work at a library or something, and there is a dog. I mean, I love dogs. I love this cover as well. Then we have my adult book. This one fits well for, I got that I have to read 2 of my top 21 books to read. And one of the ones on that list is The Lies of Locke Lamora. And this is an adult book. I have been really wanting to read this. Murphy Napier, I think that's her name, has been really loving this book. So I'm definitely wanting to get to this. And then we get to Author of Color. I decided to go with The Black Flamingo, just so I can have some shorter books and some longer books. This I will most likely listen to as an audiobook. It is like, I think it's in verse, and as you may have seen, I have been really loving books in verse lately, and this is definitely one book I want to try out. Then we have self-published. This one fits well for my recommendation, and that was I'm Yours. And this is a self-published book, don't know anything about it, which is like all the time. Then we have non-fiction, and that also fits for a recommendation, and that is All Boys Aren't Blue. This is a non-fiction, and I think I'm going to listen to the audiobook because I think it's narrated by the author. This one is kind of also quite short, but I have heard so much great stuff about this book. Then we have graphic novel, and I had read 2 of the 21 graphic novels to read in 2021. One of the ones that I want to read is Tomia, something like that from Junji Ito. I read Gaio this month, and I really enjoyed it, so I want to read more from him and yeah, see if he can get some frighten out of me. And then also another graphic novel I want to read is Lumberjanes. So don't know much about this either, but it's on my list too from the 21 graphic novels I want to read. And then we have, let's also take the 2 poetry books. They don't fit in anywhere. I want to read Swimming Lessons, and this is from Lily Reinhardt, and to be honest, I don't know how I'm going to feel about this. There have been mixed reviews, and I'm just like, why don't I try it out? And the other one is Milk and Honey. I have been seeing this a lot of places, and you know, I want to try out and see if I like it. And then for my reread, I have chosen a book that is LGBTQIA+, and that is Silver in the Woods. And I wanted to try out this book again because last time I don't know, I just tried to get through it and I didn't quite understand it. So this time I want to try and take some more time with it and see how I like it. And then we have my romance Oakley book. Fits really well for best friend's sibling. And for this one, I have chosen 99% Mine by Sally Thorne. So, Sally Thorne is the author of The Hating Game, and I have not read The Hating Game. I thought, why don't I try out this first, just because this one has really mixed reviews, and people are not liking it quite as much as The Hating Game. So I want to read this one first and see if I like it, and then continue on with The Hating Game, because I think I'm going to like The Hating Game. I don't know about this, so I am quite interested to see how I like this. And then we have my 5-star prediction. That is also my most recent purchase, so I don't buy a lot of books, but basically I have bought a box set of Mistborn, so, and you know, some other books, but this one fits for my most recent purchase, and that is The Final Empire. It's the first book in the Mistborn trilogy, and this is the next one. I read Elantris this month, and now I'm going to read Mistborn and continue on with that series, because that is the next thing that I need to read in this universe. And then we have, for my spoiler vlog, fits well for my other top 21 books to read in 2021, because then I want to read City of Ashes, which is book 2 in the Mortal Instrument, which is the next book that I need to read. And yeah, the first one I gave 3 stars, and I want to see if I like them more or if they are the same. I will still continue on because, you know, we have a lot of books to get through, and you know, if I don't love this first series, I will still continue on and, you know, see. And then we have my NetGalley. I am always like trying to get through some NetGalley books. I don't know what I kind of am going to read in this. I kind of just pick kind of what I'm feeling like at that moment. So I will just have to wait and see. Then we have Jennifer L. Armentrout, and this is a new one. I've been wanting to read Jennifer L. Armentrout books for like ever, so I just figured out, why don't I just start? So I have started with the Half-Blood series. So the book, I read the short story in this month, and now I'm going to continue on with Half-Blood. Then I also tried to get to a Star Wars book, and this month is Savior. We are still in the Lost Tribe of the Sith series. So there are multiple lists on Star Wars, so I just started with one. It has like 100-ish books on it, so it's a lot. Then another new thing that I have been wanting to try is people have been doing, you know, a lot of like reading the books that I haven't read on my like old TBR videos. So I just thought, why don't I try and do that? Because obviously I have books that I have had on my TBR that I haven't gotten to, and let's be honest, I don't know anything of these, and there are a few books that I'm not going to get through. For example, if I have Allegiant on a list, I'm not going to read that because I feel like I need to freshen up on the Divergent series, but I'll start with the first one and see if there is anyone there, and then I will continue on. So let's just like fast forward and see. So I will start with TBR for April. My hair is so short! Wow. Bad rating, but bad lighting, but I still am on the same side that I was before. What's this quality? No, those books are huge. I hate myself for doing this. Those are huge, so it's not that one I need to start with. I need to start with the first one that I don't actually remember what is. The Bronze Horseman. Okay, looks like we will have at least three big books this month. So, yep, I hate myself, so I'm just going to go and get it. Okay, so the first book in this series is The Bronze Horseman. And have you seen the size of this book? It is 637 pages. And take a look at this. It's extremely, very, very, very small font. So, I hate myself. So this is one possibility. I think I'm going to go through and see if there are any shorter books on this list. If not, we are have to go on with that. And this is the third book, so yeah. Okay, this book I have read, so I need to log in though. Okay. I found this thing which just stops in the middle of the video and it's annoying. Gemini. I have read that. And it's really fast. I love that series. I don't. Have I ever finished Insurgent. I don't even remember, but I need to read Divergent before that. This must have been when my sister still lived at home, because these are her editions. I have the black ones. The thing is, she have Divergent on the list. Okay, so let's do that. Let's put Divergent on this list as well, and see how many of these we get through. I have not read that book. Okay, so here we have Alex, and this one is in Norwegian, so okay. I was really excited about getting through this in April, like 2 years ago. So see how excited I was. I read that. Okay. Okay, me for you. I have that. I'm not going to read that. I read that. Okay. So these are my 3 possibilities. So I don't know who I'm going to pick. I don't think I'm going to pick anything now. I'm just going to see what we can do with this, and yeah, see what I'm feeling. So, and you know, those that I don't get to this month, I will have to get to next month. So, but yeah, this has become a long video by now. It's at least 30-40 minutes, so yeah. But that was it for this video, and I hope you liked it. And I'm not going to watch my May one before we have read the ones that we haven't finished yet. So it's going to be extremely exciting to see what did I have there. So yeah, that was it for this video. I hope you liked it, and I will see you next time for another video. Bye!